The aging of the world population is progressive and rapid. The population aged 60 or over is growing at a faster rate than the total population in almost all regions. This becomes an unprecedented social phenomenon that is worrying nearly all countries. Currently, there are 15 countries with over 10 million older people, 7 of these being developing. Reference point of older people is defined by the United Nations as ones who are 60 years. However, in many developed countries, the age of 65 is used, as this is the age at which persons become eligible for old-age Social Security benefits. So, there is no exact definition of old, because different societies have different concepts. There are 3 levels of aging society. Aging society: the society that has a proportion of 60 years old people greater than 10% of the total population, or 65 years or over greater than 7%. Aged society: the society that has a proportion of 60 years old people greater than 20% of the total population, or 65 and over greater than 14%. Super-aged society: the society that has a proportion of 65 years old people greater than 20% of the total population. Thais are living longer than before due to more improved medical care, and they are also having fewer children. So the proportion of the elderly has grown rapidly and will continue to do so in future decades. Thailand has become aging society since 2004 and will become super-aged society in 2031. Thailand's population is the 3rd most rapidly aging in the world, following South Korea and Singapore. Of developing countries in East Asia and Pacific, Thailand has the fastest rate of aging population. The number of older people in Thailand is growing. The number of people aged 60 and over in 2010 is around 12% of the total population. In the last year, 2015, the number reaches 10.7 million, or about 16%. By 2030, the proportion is projected to nearly double to 27%. In 2050, almost 2/5 are older people. The trend is continuously increasing. The population in Thailand is aging rapidly, and the working-age population is declining. So, this will have an effect to economic growth in Thailand. Aging population phenomenon impacts to Thailand's demographics. There are currently 42 million people in working-age population, or the ratio of working age to older people is 1:6. One working-age person must look after 6 elderlies. Due to increasing of the number of aging people, the government needs to spend more on medical and health care. The study found that this expenditure of the elderly's health care will increase from 0.6% of GDP in 2010 to 1.1% in 2022. In 2011, a tier benefit level of the old age allowance was introduced. Different age groups receive different amounts, ranging from 600 to 1,000 baht a month. This spending costs around 0.32% of GDP. As increasing of aged people, this number is also going to be increased. In 2015 alone, around 60 to 70 billion baht per year is spent, and this amount continues increasing. While state income is lowering due to the shrinking of the number of workforce, the spending is still growing continually. Things become worse. Most people do not think of preparing a long-term plan for being aged. The elderly, when they were at working age, wouldn't manage income or other resources and not plan to save for retirement. So, the only hope to count on must be their children. In Thai society, people are nurtured that gratitude is the top value since being a child. So, with the influence of that, they cannot or are not expected to abandon their parents. Under poor economy, that becomes great anxiety of current generation people. Imagine that you are only son or daughter. How can you bear the burden to support all expenses for family in the house? At the same time, dreams are waiting for you to catch. Gratitude makes sons or daughters feel like being indebted in their parents. Moreover, Thai people have a mindset that old age nursing homes are the place of hopelessness for sons or daughters who cannot look after their parents. And if they send their parents to a nursing home, they are immediately stigmatized as totally ungrateful. The government provides an old age pension of 600 to 1,000 baht a month for the elderly. And with current economic situation, there is no even hope for it being increased. 600 baht a month is equal to 20 baht per day. Suppose that one meal averagely costs around 30 baht. That means it is 90 baht a day and 2,700 baht a month. Obviously, that is not enough. The elderly needs to learn to save or invest in a low-risk security to support expenses such as health care. What government is supposed to do to deal with aging population phenomenon? First, they should expand retirement age to 65 years or over in order to maintain the number of workforce. They should add more allowance to support the elderly to enjoy life. The government should allow immigrant laborers to fulfill missing labor force. Lastly, cities should be improved to support the living of the elderly. Japan's population is aging faster than any other countries. They have a campaign that is to have more children for balancing the number of aging people. In Singapore, they solve this issue by increasing the retirement age up to 67 years old and also increase tax to pay for pension costs in the future. Aging population phenomenon is the issue that we cannot ignore. We, young and old, need to work together to secure a sustainable future of Thailand.